curling round the lamp. Velvet street lights hum like a slow hymn. She calls me cold when I move like a breeze. When the rain falls down, I flip the page with ease. If she wants to talk, I let the clock unwind. My shoulder stays steady, I keep the peace of mind. 2 strikes and the door is closed. 4-leaf wishes, I don't know. Good luck with the roses and the smoke you roll. I move like river water, calm and whole. I told her, good luck with your bullshit. Should be in the pulpit. I told her, good luck with your bullshit. I told her, good luck with your bullshit. Yeah. Ties and roses always come and go. You chase the flash while I prefer the low glow. Brothers out on corners, we keep our heads on straight. Spend my quiet on the music, not on someone's fake. This town's got stories, some sink, some fly. I'm counting steady heartbeats, not the reasons why. If you want luck, you plant the seed and let it grow. I'm wearing Sunday armor under street light glow. Good luck with your bullshit. I told her, good luck with your bullshit. Should be in the pulpit. I told her, good luck with your bullshit. I told her, good luck with your bullshit. Yeah. Slow the keys, let the bass walk through the room. Whisper truths over Wurlitzer and Bloom. Bullshit. I told her, good luck with your bullshit. Boy, I'm anointed by Jesus. I swear I should be in the pulpit. I told her, good luck with your bullshit. I told her, good luck with your bullshit.
I'm fucking with that remix. I'm fucking with that. Was real smooth.
Can y'all see me?
Yeah, we can see you.
Yeah, we can see you.
Have you been able to see me all this time?
Since you came on, yeah.
Yeah, since you came back.
Was I just staring into nothing for a while?
I mean, just look.
I'm not gonna worry about it. Hey, Sean.
What's that?
I need to clarify something before we even start, bro, because I don't understand the times that we live in. But and Nate, I just roll with us for a second, Nate.
I'm rolling.
How long have I known you, Sean? Like
since the beginning.
Preschool, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's safe to say, you know, being that we've been cool since preschool. I mean, we kind of technically weren't cool in preschool, but you know, who's counting that? Yeah. We actually got into a fight in preschool, but being that we've been cool since preschool, I think it's safe to say, bro, like as far as best friends go, nigga, we got that shit locked, right?
Yeah, facts.
Right. All right. Do I agree with and support 100% of the shit you say and do?
Hell no.
Okay, all right. So what you're saying is, although we're best friends, although I've known you my entire life and I love you like a brother, there are times when I disagree with you. There are times when I go against you. There are times when I tell you you're wrong. Is that what you're saying? Is that what I'm to
Yeah.
understand? Okay.
Yep.
All right. I need everybody who's in their 20s or younger who just may come across this, maybe watching right now, to understand something. Holding people accountable, being honest about whether or not their actions are appropriate, seeing things from both. That doesn't mean that you hate one or the other. It's called balance. It's called reason. I'm not going. I didn't screenshot it. I'm not going to put it on here because I'm not trying to blast the person that said it. But I typically don't get a whole lot of ignorant comments just because I think I fostered an environment where everybody kind of knows better. But occasionally I do get ignorant comments, and I got one today where someone accused me, of all things, of hating black women.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Anybody that's been following this page for any significant period of time should know how ridiculous that is and how ridiculous that sounds. But it happened, and I just need everybody to understand. My best friend is on this live with me. I've known this nigga literally. We were born 3 days apart. I have talked to this nigga in a way, and he has talked to me in a way that would cause a lot of people to come to blows. We've come to blows. Like, loving somebody, caring about somebody isn't supporting them. And I get, and I understand it's not your fault. You know, if you're of a certain age, you've grown up in a world where Trump in politics was normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you've always known. But this sycophant behavior that we're seeing in politics and in government that is filtering into our like actual society, it's not normal. You know, just because you're on a certain team doesn't mean you agree with 100% of the things they say and do. Just because you like somebody doesn't mean that you can't call them out for when they're wrong. I get that, you know, you're watching the MAGA Republicans and all this shit. You're watching how they get down, and it's everything. It's all absolute. There's no nuance. There's no balance. There's no accountability. Whatever he says goes. I have politicians in my state. I live in Texas. Politicians in my state literally make commercials where all they talk about is how well they suck Trump's dick. That's literally the whole commercial. Like John Cornyn, whatever, has agreed with Trump in 99% of votes. That's literally the whole commercial, talking about how often they agree with this motherfucker, how well they cuff his balls. That's the norm now. But that's not going to be the norm on this channel. It's not going to be the norm on any of our platforms. It's not going to be the norm in this fucking review tonight. So if you can't differentiate between being honest about somebody's behavior and hating them, then I'm gonna need you to go somewhere else. Because
Thank
this shit
you.
might
There
get
is a
uncomfortable.
difference. There is a
This
difference.
is a significant difference.
Jeez.
That being said, welcome to Tuesday Night Live, a random middle of the week live. But I said, fuck it. You know, it's the movie night episode, so we might as well hop in and talk about it together. So Nate, I've kind of over talked a little bit, and somebody kind of checked me in your comments about like over talking a little bit. Do you feel like I've over talked you? Have I kind of not given you?
I mean, we've had this situation happen before where someone said I was over talking you. I think we're passionate.
This is a nigga channel.
Yeah, right? We have a really good flow.
And sometimes when and maybe you're not familiar, but sometimes when niggas talk, it get a little loud. It may be a little overlap and whatnot. It's not intentional.
Yeah,
we're all respectful of each other. We all understand, and we're all doing our best to hear each other out. So hopefully we'll make the conversation a little bit more comfortable for those who may have felt that people were getting talked over last time. But Nate, you have the floor. We're gonna go through the episode, but before we start that, I just want to give you an opportunity to say whatever you want to get off your chest to begin.
Yeah. When I got into the back end to go on the live, I hopped in and I turned on my mic and I didn't say hi. The first thing I said is I'm pissed. I'm pissed. damn. Myself, I'm pissed, but I'm really pissed for KC. Anyone who's watched my channel, even been watching my channel during this coverage of Love Island, knows that I advocate for production. I say it's production's job to produce. I love the industry. I understand reality TV. I get it. I get that the idea is to make shit shake and to create drama. But what I saw play out tonight felt like such a targeted attack. I can't use any other word than that. Such a targeted attack. Y'all have 24 hours, 6 days a week of footage. Just the stuff that we've seen Anaya do behind his back, just the last few days, calling him a bitch, all his girls calling him a bitch. Y'all defending that shit really fucking pissed me off. But to not put any of that in her movie night, to only show her as if she's all of a sudden didn't start doing anything until Casa? Are we serious? We have watched Anaya all season make shit up. Zach had to check her on making shit up before. He checked her again tonight. Corbin had to check her. Sincere had to check her. And yet they didn't put any of that in the movie night. What the fuck are we doing here? This is my first real season covering this show. And I just feel like it's not fun. I'm not having fun. I'm not having fun anymore. I'm just pissed off. And I'm really infuriated. And the fact that this man is going to get out of this villa in a week and a half, and he's going to have to walk into this shit show that production is backing, knowing that they have other clips they could have used, really pissed me off. If you're going to do a movie night, do a movie night. Show what everybody is doing. Anaya is not innocent. I don't know who paid them off to be not showing all that she's doing, but I just don't understand. Then they had Megan Thee Stallion come on, and she took out all her anger for her ex cheating on her on KC. What are we doing? Can we keep this shit fun? Because it's getting to the point that I don't even know if I want to cover this show again because the blatant disrespect that's taking place. And so that's really where I stand. That's what this live is going to be. And I want to mention something too. I've been getting a lot of comments too. This is the most traffic that I've ever had to my channel. Obviously, my channel is really kind of growing right now. Very, appreciative of it and all that. But with that growth brings in some bad too. And I've had people call me out of my name. Y'all are fucking sick. What did I ever do to y'all? Don't come to my page calling me out my name because y'all really gonna see. Y'all gonna make the LA come out of me. And I need y'all to check yourselves before you start commenting in my section. So keep it cute. And that's all I really have to say. That's it.
Go ahead, Sean.
Damn. Man, this shit crazy. Nah, man, I know how the producers like to play. So I knew from the beginning they was finna put KC in the baddest light ever. And man, I don't know. I'm trying to learn new things every day and trying to see how the world views things from different angles. But it's still some stuff I just don't understand. And like I said, I mean, it's a lot of hate out there for KC, and I don't know. I really don't get it. I mean, I'm not mad at Anaya or anything, but I am mad at Trinity. Trinity, she's really starting to piss me the hell off. But that's I don't know. Like I said, I knew the stuff was gonna happen to KC, and I'm waiting for some shit to happen to Sincere. Hey,
We'll get to that too because there was a there was something with Sincere that I want to highlight as well. All right, so let's go back to the beginning of the episode. Obviously there wasn't too much going on in the beginning. Honestly, I have grievances when it comes to the top of the episode because the only reason we didn't get all the movie night tonight is because we had to get 30 minutes of
Kinsey.
90 Day Fiance fucking love after lockup type shit. Because there was one point when the camera was going from Gaul to Jen to Kenzie's feet and to Gaul and then Jen, like, what the fuck am I watching? This is supposed to be Love Island. Like, this is supposed to be an aesthetically pleasing show. What the fuck? Now, at first, you're going to you sneak all these motherfuckers in. Okay, whatever. You kind of crep them all in, come in around Casa more, and all of a sudden, we got these. Hey, what happened to Love Island, man? Like they used to just there used to be a standard with Love Island. You know what I'm
It's
saying? Like
gone.
Nah,
Gall, nigga. Gall. Now we got Gall hollering at what is it, Amora? We got Gall
Yeah.
hollering at Amora now. We gotta watch that shit.
Oh yeah, he's not getting close to her if I have anything to do with it.
yeah, I think that was just a feeling. You know, I mean, the beginning of the episode, I don't know, there was quite a few lies told. I was entertained by that part. Just the fact how you could just do something and then walk 2 feet away and just completely bold-faced lie about that shit.
Kenzie is a menace.
It's
Kenzie is a menace.
it's just wild.
I am confused on where I stand with her, because on one part I'm like, shit, she playing the game just like Corbin is playing the game, but on the other side I'm like, she's lying to her friend. Like Corbin. I wouldn't be her friend either. I wouldn't be.
She had that shit's some deep down trauma issues. Like it was funny at first, and then it got disturbing, and now that shit's just hard to fuck to watch. Like it's almost like somebody who was,
I got you. I know what he was getting ready to say. He'll be back, but I know he was getting ready to say. But there was one point. There was one point where she said to, was it Anaya? Yeah, I think it was to Anaya, that kissing is like handshakes to her.
Right.
What a strange comment. She meant that shit too, dead ass.
My thing is with Kenzie, she came in here acting like a good girl. Oh, what's a roster? I'm just Kenzie. 2 boys? I could never. She is juggling them like a professional. I don't know why she acting like she's never done this before. If I were Kenzie's friend, I would be questioning every move she's ever made around my man right now. Like, I don't know what's
clearly standard practice.
Very, very standard. She wrote the handbook. And
it's just funny because, like, you could tell, like, she don't even really like God like that, bro. Like,
no, he's pulling him just because she can. And to her supposed bestie, that's how you treat your best friend? That's crazy. And then she had the nerve to get upset when Jen checked her and said, yeah, girl, if this is how you move, like, I wouldn't be your friend outside of here. She said she was hurt by that. How you hurt by that? Would you be your friend?
I mean, that's what happens though, right? That's what they do. You know, they immediately flip it back on you so they can be the victim again.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But yeah, I am glad Jen said something to her, but at the same time, it's Jen, you know. Like, because then Jen goes back to the locker or to the dressing room with the ladies and whatnot, talking about how her and Gall broke up, quote unquote, and made it sound like it was all mutual. And clearly he was breaking up with her. He just did it in a very gaslighty, snaky.
Yeah, but then he was like, I don't like physical touch, and then went and touched all over immediately.
There ain't a nigga alive that don't like physical touch. Like, I think it's bullshit. Like, well, I mean, there are some women out there who I think really feel that way, but I just feel like when dudes say it on this show, it's always a lie.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Had some technical difficulties.
What's the screen look like to y'all? Because it looks strange to me.
It's you and me on the top, and then Sean's on the bottom.
Okay.
It looks like that on both my screens.
All right, bet. All right, Sean, were you saying something, bro?
I was just talking about how it seems like, she was sheltered and now she's, acting out, having fun.
That woman ain't sheltered.
I mean, maybe not, but that's what it's giving. Like, it seems like she can't control herself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she insatiable for sure.
Yeah. And then I don't know, just that she wants to be wanted. I don't know. It's some kind of deep issues going on.
I gotta give a shout out to Chris at It Takes Two. I think he said from episode 1, that it was gonna be for the love of Kenzie, and it's given for the love of Kenzie. She has ran up and through that.
He said that. He also said that that needed to go immediately.
Who's that?
Bryce.
He did say that.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he should have been gone. Trinity wouldn't be having this confidence that she has if she wasn't with. I believe that that's a setup anyway, but That's just my conspiracy theory. I think that production is setting that up. It's very clear. So.
All right. So yeah, so the first half of the episode was, like I said, 90 Day Fiance / Love After Lockup. And it's quite confusing, very disappointing for Love Island. We also had Dylan, Mr. OG Casa Boy, fake crying, pretending like he's all hurt. Not a mollusk, nothing. Nothing,
No
bro.
tears in sight.
Nothing.
That whole thing just gave Kenzie the ick anyway.
Oh yeah,
Man.
she does, but she's pretending that she still wants to continue with him. A menace.
No, I'm saying, but he's been a problem. You know what I'm saying? That was the dude that came in talking about he was an OG Castle Boy. Like, what does that mean?
Was that at the cake throwing thing? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, very, very weird. He was the one that was, getting all the super overly excited for Carl coming back. Just very strange guy. Very strange guy. Yeah, but yeah. So we had that whole ordeal with him fake crying and pretending like he's so devastated that Kenzie, who he's seen do this all season, is still kissing everybody.
That's
hell,
what I don't understand.
I said that in my cash preview. I ain't even seen her yet.
Nah, he thought they was.
I'm gonna go back and watch it. I'm gonna go back and watch that.
Yeah. But
oh my god, yeah.
But yeah, so that was the whole first half of the episode, and then we finally, everybody's laying around talking a bunch of shit, and they get the notice that movie night is coming. Now, how do you feel about Kata and Zach?
You know what? Zach has been really making me change my mind about him a little bit over these last few episodes, and I really, really appreciate how he stood up for KC in tonight's episode. I guess the feeling that I have about them is really not much. Like, I don't really feel anything. I'm indifferent to them, to be honest.
I don't like either one of them. I don't know. They just really both getting on my nerves. Like, he just gets on my nerves as a person. She gets on my nerves at how she likes him as a person. Hey,
valid.
No, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that because
valid.
the ladies like that I initially didn't have an issue with, like the people that they attach themselves to. Causes me to have an issue. It's just like I can't.
It makes you not like them.
I can't separate the fact that this is who you're choosing and who you're spending all your time with, and now I can't vote for you because if you win, he wins, and fuck that shit. So yeah, no, I feel you with that. And,
I be judging people off of their couples. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that's who you chose to stay with. I'm gonna assume certain things about you.
It's literally what we're supposed to do with this show. We're supposed to be judging the couples. And honestly,
I do think that he's manipulative. I think that somebody told me though. I said that he was manipulative. I said he's literally like dangling carrots in her face of, I would do this, or I love you, or all these things. But she keep. What am I supposed to do if she keeps laughing it off? Like, I don't know. Maybe she like it. If she like it, I love it.
Well, you notice as soon as movie night was announced, he started, making little comments about, well, a lot of shit happened I ain't tell you about, so she didn't really appreciate that. But it's just, I think it's to the point now, they've obviously been intimate that
right.
There's basically nothing he can't get away with. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just because what's she gonna do at this point? Couple up with somebody else at the end of the show? There's like days left. You've already had sex with them. That's it. So it's just because of the environment that they're in where the rules are a little bit different, there's only so much she can actually do. And because he has been manipulative and very like strategic in even the information that he gives, like leaving out the fact that old girl was kicked off the show. I thought the only reason that they didn't mention it was because he couldn't. I think it's now that I know that he could have just said that. That is very
no.
That's
I actually pointed that out in my video last night. I said I wouldn't expect them to show us that episode or that conversation of him telling her, because they like to boot people off when they get voted off for stuff or kicked out for stuff like this, and they keep it quiet. But I noticed that was the first conversation they had, and he said, well, if I wanted to bring her back, I would have. You didn't have the option to bring her back because she got kicked off. So he did actively lie about it. He chose
ever since he said that,
Yeah,
my wife, that's all she talked about. Like, why
yeah.
he ain't say that he couldn't bring her back. Like,
Yeah,
he
Hmm.
been waiting for that information to come out for the longest. She thought it was gonna come up during the movie night. She was happy when somebody finally said it. Cause I mean, it's weird. Like, and that's what I was trying to say. Like, maybe he couldn't say nothing about it, or
That's what I
that's what I
thought
maybe they
thought.
too.
know and they just not talking about it. You know what I mean? But yeah, to not mention it at all, it's kind of sus. So
Extremely, extremely, extremely. Yeah, so like my position on him is pretty much the same. I do appreciate the times, as you said, Nate, that he has kind of stood up for Casey a little bit, but I can't give him too much for that because he's part of the reason Casey's in the position he's in right now in the
True,
first place. Like they
true.
they were behind all of the maneuvering and to pretty much tank that whole connection between him and Anaya. Um, so yeah, let's just jump right
Somebody
into
get
it.
Vivacious Smith together at
yeah,
least.
I do have a wife. I've been married for
That's a
quite
married
some
man.
time.
That's a married man.
All right, so
Oh
jumping
goodness.
right
And
into
a father.
Yeah, for real.
Woo.
did you take notes on the actual videos that they showed? Or do you remember who was up first?
I think Zach
Uh,
and Kata. Weren't Zach and Kata first?
yeah, Zach. They showed
Or
Zach's
maybe I.
video
Okay.
first.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we
All
just started
right.
getting to that
And,
in a little bit.
I think Kata. I don't think she really cared too much about this stuff. She just be trying to get into her feelings because the other girls be in their feelings. You know
I
what
don't
I'm
know about
saying?
that.
You don't
I
think so?
She cried real tears when she got that postcard, and it was immediate. It wasn't like, okay, I'm gonna sit here and like she fell out literally onto the couch and started tears rolling down. So I
Yeah.
think she slept with him. She slept with him on TV, and look how he's moving. So yeah, those are real tears for sure.
Yeah, I mean once you cross that bridge, man, like especially like you said on TV, it's a rare breed that'll do that and then end up with somebody else on the same show. Like typically once that happens, you're locked in. So she just gotta feel whatever he does. So yeah, his segment wasn't really too much. I mean, she got to see him, kissing old girl, and then that was pretty much it. But was Casey next? Was it that soon?
I feel like there
Uh,
was somebody in between.
no,
Maybe it was him next.
I think Casey was
Yeah,
next.
because Sincere was last. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So we get right into it. So of course they show the clip, with the grandma comment, with him and
Mhm.
Corbin talking about her falling asleep as soon as she lays down. They show him saying that they have nothing, and still, y'all have to explain to me how this is disrespect.
Still waiting, by the way.
I
Been
I I,
waiting for days
I
now.
don't get. I mean, even he was
I
saying like,
mean,
"Yeah, I was
yeah,
disrespectful."
not everything he said was disrespectful. There was a couple things that could have been taken disrespectfully. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? But overall, it wasn't. I mean, he said some stuff that I mean,
Look,
if
he
he
said
knew
he
that she was gonna hear it, it would hurt her feelings. You know what I'm
exactly,
saying?
but that's why. But that's the thing, like, because I think intent has to do with disrespect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Intent the environment where you say something, how you say something, who you say it to, I think all matters. And yes, this is all on television, but let's be real. I think that they get to a point walking around with these hidden cameras everywhere. I don't know if
They
they
forget.
forget about them, but you're
Yeah.
talking to your friend. You're having a normal because you're supposed to be having normal conversations. That's the point. Like you're on reality TV, but you're supposed to
Mhm.
be having the conversations you would be having if the cameras weren't there.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's going into his confessional and saying all of these bad things about Anaya, but in, and what he said, I don't think inherently was actually bad at all. He was just saying that he has so much in common with TT, and he doesn't have anything in common with Anaya, which we had been witnessing all season. And we have been witnessing her constantly trying to change his personality, trying to mute his
Thank you.
personality, trying to get him to be calmer, more quiet, more serious. Like he was literally trying to morph himself into what
What she wanted.
works for her.
And
Right.
this is all stuff he explained beforehand too, which is why I don't understand why it's so crazy. You know
My
All
what I
thing
stuff
mean?
he
about it,
explained, she literally asked him about exploring, and he was honest about wanting to explore. He was honest about wanting to explore soul. And the thing is, like, at some point, so like we're gonna put, like, and like you were saying, like, we're gonna put this whole video montage together of him saying some things that, okay, is it good for her to hear? No. But did he ever intend for her to hear this shit? No. He's talking to his
No.
friends, he's answering questions from his friends. Like, that the context in which that shit was said has to matter. But we put all these clips together of that so that she can feel vindicated, and, oh, he never liked me, or you were playing with me the whole time, you were never serious. Like, no, that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, if you keep saying, telling somebody, over time, that, you don't mean it, you're gonna cheat, you're doing this, eventually you're gonna push them to a point where they're like, hey, fuck it, I'm not gonna keep trying to convince you that I like you. Like, this is ridiculous. So that didn't prove her point, but the way they positioned it, she's going to let it prove her point, and all of her little sycophant friends are going to support
Exactly.
that thought process, and they're going to be like, yes, this means that if he went to Casa Amor and found a better connection with somebody else, then that means he never liked you in the first place. As illogical as that is, that's the conclusion that they're going to come to. But if you're going to take the time to put all that together so that they can come to that conclusion, you can also take the time to show all the times that she came to him with the same shit, and he gave her the same answer, and she answered the same way, with the tears, with the emotional manipulation. That we could show all
Exactly.
the clips of the times that Soul referred to, where she would try to have a conversation with Casey, and
Thank
Anaya
you.
would come and remove him. Why aren't we seeing those clips? Soul said it happened
Or
multiple
or
times.
why aren't we seeing the clips of Anaya literally lying about things that he said? That happens so often. I did a whole video on how she would manipulate and lie. Again, she did it to Zach, and Zach said, that's not what I said.
The
I
whole
didn't say
reason
that.
it's the whole reason Trinity hates him as much as she does.
Yeah, it's because of
Because
her.
everything that she hears from Anaya is just this extreme version. That's why. Did you see, like, when they were talking, and Trinity said something? It was one of the clips, and Trinity was saying something in the clip about KC, like him, playing with you one too many times, fuck him, stuff like
Mhm.
that. And his face was crunched up.
Yeah.
It's like, why do you?
Yeah.
He didn't
He
know
was like,
Trinity
what?
felt that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was
Wait,
shocked.
I think someone is referring to the soul thing. They said Courtney Haight, I think, said it happened once from what we saw. If you're referring to the soul thing of Anaya coming up and saying, hey, I'm gonna pull you, while he was speaking to Soul. If you saw the After Sun episode, Soul said every time I tried to speak to KC, Anaya would come up. It wasn't just one time. Just like the pieing situation was not just the 2 or 3 times that we saw. You got to remember, they cutting this shit the way they want to. You always got to leave room for that.
So, Robbie, you can't be talking about us, because we not dragging. It's probably somebody in
No,
the
definitely.
comments. We not dragging. Like, we're not dragging at all. We just being honest, man. Like, there was plenty of footage that they could have shown on her, either manipulating Casey emotionally, outright stopping him from actually exploring and having those conversations, or just showing so the girls can have full context of all the times that he was transparent and honest with her about the fact that, yeah, I like you, but I'm not committed to you for the rest of this experience. I'm not saying that we can go to Casa Amor and you can expect me to come back single. I'm saying that I still want to explore, and that if you find somebody that you want to explore with, then you should explore too. Like, I think the women needed to see those conversations so that they could have full context and understand that he hasn't been misleading her all this time. It wasn't like he was just blowing smoke up her ass saying, like, nah, it's just you for, forever. And
Like
I don't even
sincere.
want, yeah, exactly. I don't even want to talk to nobody else. Like, that was never the case. And just the fact that he's been so patient with her, like, just emotionally, answering the same question 3, 4, 5 times in the same conversation, and no matter what you say, no matter how many times you answer, she's not believing you.
Because
Like,
it's already made up in her mind that you're a liar. So then how can you have a conversation with somebody like that when going into it, no matter what you say? One, you're not even going to get to say anything because they're never going to let you speak. Two, if you do get a word out, they're going to say that didn't make sense because they didn't let you finish. And they already
yeah.
think that you're lying. They don't believe you. So what is he
And
supposed to
the,
do? He can't
and
win.
the thing is, this isn't us dragging Anaya. The thing, she didn't like him, and she couldn't be honest about that. And
Exactly.
it's what Gabe said. I think it was the same After Sun, when Gabe said that, everybody just wants to stay in the villa. So it's all about the connections that they made at the beginning of this season weren't about actual love connections or people that really, felt this deep desire to be with each other. It was people that felt comfortable enough to survive the show together. And then they get to a point where, I don't know if I can survive the show with anybody else, so you can't leave me. And so it's no longer about finding your true best connection. It's about being loyal to the person you started the show with, so that all you original OGs can finish the show together, go to the finale together, and experience the fruits of, you know, the show
Friendship
afterwards.
Island and Couples Island.
Yeah, it becomes something else when we start operating like that. But that's clearly how they've been operating. So
I mean, just going off of what Sarabi's saying about him playing in her face and using her as a placeholder, like I just don't understand that narrative, because he really was trying with her.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? I believe he was giving it his all, not just because that was his only connection, but you know, he wanted to give it his all.
Well, what I want to know is
placeholder.
How do y'all come to that conclusion? How are y'all coming to the conclusion that he played in her face? Because he found a better connection with somebody who actually likes him? Like all of my videos, like the first 10 videos I made this season, were about how Anaya doesn't really like KC. I wish Anaya would like KC. I really like KC and Anaya. If only Anaya liked KC. Like, we never thought that she liked him. So what's wrong with him then finding somebody who actually likes him and being expressive about that? And like, oh no, I have a lot in common with this person. I didn't have a lot in common with Anaya. How does that mean I was faking it with Anaya? How are those two the same thing? This is what I'm saying. Like this, y'all don't understand. This is not normal. Human beings didn't used to operate like this. We used to be able to understand nuance.
We have no nuance. I hate it. It's like I can't have a conversation with people.
Bro, like,
it's frustrating when you feel like someone isn't understanding because they lack nuance. It's either black or white. I talked about this in one of my recent videos.
This is MAGA, y'all. Like, literally, this is MAGA. This is how they operate. It's either you're all in or you're all out. And that's never been the case. That's not how life works. There's so much gray in life. There's so much nuance in life. I've never even been a part of a political party. I typically always vote on the same side because that's the side that typically has my interest in heart. Yeah. But I'm not a Democrat or a Republican because I don't 100% agree with anybody.
Same.
And I don't understand how anybody does. So even in this case, like I said, I opened this video the way I did for a reason. I love Sean. Known this nigga my entire life. We have gone periods, like long periods without talking. We have gotten into serious, like that. We don't always agree. There's nobody in my life that I always agree with. There's nobody in my life that I agree with 100% of the time, or that I feel like they're always right. That person doesn't exist. Why is it that when we watch these shows, you get into these parasocial relationships with these people and you can't do anything but support them? Like, why can't you ever see your fave's flaws? There are people I like on this show. Anaya was one of them. Shit. Anaya was my favorite from the beginning. I've always thought she was the most attractive girl in this cast. If I can be objective, why can't anybody else? I'm not saying anybody else literally. Obviously, everybody else on this panel with me is objective, but I'm just saying just the stuff that I'm seeing online, man, as far as like people just not being able to look at a situation, weigh it properly from both sides, and
based on the context, based on all these different things that should apply,
and come to a logical conclusion.
Yeah.
But no, Casey is evil, and he was just using her come on, man.
I saw someone left a comment, said MAGA. When did that come up in the show? And I feel like this is the problem. Y'all don't listen. He's not saying that MAGA came up. He didn't say people are MAGA on the show. That's not what he said. He said the mentality is the same. When you look at their mentality, if you don't believe everything they believe, then you're a libtard. You're all these things. It's very black and white. You're either with us or against us. And if you're against us, fuck you. That's the mentality that the Anaya stands have. Your inability to even see the full picture is actually astounding. Are we watching the same show? Because I don't know how we're watching the same show and you come to the conclusion that KC has really even done anything wrong to her. Almost a 1-for-1. Anything you say that KC has disrespected Anaya by doing or saying, I can show you an example of her doing the same thing.
How many clips could they have shown of her and her friends calling him a bitch, or talking about how he's a little kid compared to some other man? Yeah. You know, if they had shown clips of the guys sitting around comparing the women, like, oh no, she's a little girl compared to her, like the world would explode. You know, they got mad over the whole high school college comment when I knew exactly what they were referring to with regards to high school and college mentalities. And we've talked about how the girls in the villa have a very high school mentality, a very cliquish mentality. So he wasn't wrong, but there are no clips of the guys sitting around, degrading the women, talking about them in these horrible terms, or comparing them in some like ultra degrading way. It's just a guy talking to his friends about two connections, comparing the connections in a very reasonable way, very reasonable language. I don't have I don't have anything in common with this girl. I have a lot in common with this girl. That's not disrespect. It's just not. And no matter how many times y'all try to say that shit is disrespect, or say that, well, because she felt like it was disrespect, or if somebody interprets it as disrespect, then it's disrespect. Like, no. Everything can't be fucking disrespect, because then what's actual disrespect?
Exactly. Where do we draw the line?
There things have to mean things. Like, literally. We can't just, everything can't be the same. I'm sorry. Like, we have to be able to differentiate. We have to be able to say, okay, this is one situation, this is another. But anyway, it was really frustrating, because there's so much that they could show on her side that would kind of balance it out, not only for the audience, but just for everybody in the villa, because now he's under attack from all of these women who are only getting Anaya's point of view.
Thank you for saying that, because I think that's what I've been the point that I'm trying to get across, and I haven't been able to articulate it. They're only showing it from her point of view. His movie and her movie came from her point of view. Oh, Casey's bad. Her movie. Anaya good. Why are we not getting the mix? There is no nuance, even with the production. And then I know we'll probably get to this, but I said in the chat earlier before the live started that I already know that people are about to say, oh, he stood up, he was getting aggressive and all this. No, he stood up because he wasn't being heard. That's literally a response all of us will have. You're not listening to me. I'm going to stand up so that I feel like I can, maybe my voice is going to get louder so that you actually listen to me. They don't listen to him. Every single time that man tries to talk, they cut him off, and then they gang up on him. How is that okay? I don't want to hear this. Oh, well, he's a man, he should be able to take it. That's insane. Y'all act like y'all care about men's mental health. Y'all don't. Y'all are showing that y'all don't. The people, the fans, and those girls in the villa. And at this point, yeah, they are little girls because they're moving like little girls. It's actually insane to me that this man is trying to say one word, both at the recoupling, when he was speaking with Anaya, she wouldn't let him speak either, and again tonight. But then they sat there and they watched all that stuff that Sincere did to Melanie, actively disrespecting her, by the way, actively lying to her and Soul on the same day, kissing both of them, playing ping pong, and everybody was sitting there. In fact, Anaya even said, okay, he's trying to talk to me. Let him talk to me. Let him talk to me. And they all shut up. What are we doing? Y'all don't see the double standard in that? Y'all okay with that? Because I'm sure you're going to try to defend it. And that's the problem that I have. Y'all are doing mental gymnastics, literally. And I don't understand. It's never that serious. That's it.
Yeah. This comment, that's facts on as far as how they put those the movie nights. Hey, that's the producers going off of what the most popular, most liked thing is, so they can direct the show in that way. And I mean, I think they're just playing into the double standards. They're playing into all that shit just for views. You know what I'm saying? Rage Bait makes money now.
Thank you for the super chat, Ziggity Boom. Also, thank you for the super chat, Vice City Music. It's the hive mind. The sycophants are no different from the girls in the villa. They move in unison. They think whatever Melanie and Anaya think. It's literally that simple. It's literally that simple. And I don't understand how it doesn't bother you. Like, really, I don't understand how it doesn't disturb you on some level to Sincere sat there after they watched all of that footage. And look, I was going to make an excuse, because at first I was thinking, okay, maybe everybody's just in shock, because there was a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, we watched it all in real time. And then there were times watching the show live where you're just like, you're literally your jaw's on the floor. Like, I can't believe this nigga is saying this right now. Mm-hmm. I can't believe that after saying this, 5 minutes earlier, he's now in this other room saying this completely different thing to another person. So it's like, I get on some levels there may be just some initial I don't even know what to say. I can't believe what I just watched. Even Melanie, like at first, she was literally shell shocked. Like I can't even speak. Like
not even crying. She couldn't do anything.
Yeah, that would be a lot to see at once, and then try to process and then have a response for it. But as you said, Nate, we watched all of that. He gets to sit there and respond. He's talking calmly. He's at this tone. He's talking calmly, and all the women are across the way just looking back at him calmly. Everybody quiet. You can hear a pin drop. And I even noticed he paused after saying a bunch of shit. A few seconds go by, let the lady sit with what he just said, jump back in, and I'm sorry, blah, 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 and talk some more. Like, there was no interruption. There was no shut the fuck up. There was no you're a bitch. Shut up, little boy. You were lying. Like, there was none of that shit. But it's okay when it's KC. And I don't think y'all understand the dehumanizing that's behind that.
Yeah.
There's a reason that it's okay to do that to the dark-skinned brother, but nobody's doing it to Sincere, who has been exponentially worse.
Yeah, completely.
Exponentially. There's no comparison. He has lied at every turn. He's basically given 3 women real hope.
Yep.
Soul, Melanie, and Amora. He had them all thinking that they actually had something going on and that he was going to be, potentially committing to one of them, every single one of them, while lying to the others simultaneously. Yet, KC's the bad guy. He's the evil one. He's the demon who everybody's attacking online. He's the one that can't even fucking complete a sentence without Trinity and the rest of the girls jumping in on Anaya's behalf if it's not Anaya herself telling him to shut the fuck up, you little bitch.
He hasn't made one point because he can't.
He can't.
Nah.
And this is what I was gonna say. Y'all, I'm glad I remembered, because you talked about him standing up and everybody having an attitude about him standing up. This is what happens if TT doesn't say something.
Mm-hmm.
So when TT says something, and now it's between TT and the girls, now he's a little bitch because his woman is talking on his behalf. But then when he can't talk because y'all won't let him finish a sentence, so he has to stand up and elevate his voice to try to get a point across. Now he's yelling at women. He can't fucking win.
No.
And you have to understand as a viewer that it's not pleasant for anybody that we're watching to live this experience. Like, he should be able to have the Love Island experience as much as anybody else. All this man has tried to do is edify this woman and explore opportunities. Talk to other ladies that he may be interested in and see if there's a better connection elsewhere, because it was clear from day one that Anaya never liked him like that. It was cool for him to be there for her, to keep her in the villa. And you can say the same thing for him at first, because nobody was checking for him. So maybe they were keeping each other in the villa. But I think that there was genuine interest, at least on his part. I believe there was genuine interest on his part. I can't say that I know there was ever a genuine interest on hers, other than in making him into something that she could tolerate until something better came along that she actually wanted. Even the way she kisses Carl is nothing like she kissed.
Completely different. No one is acknowledging that. I thought that this disagreement between Casey versus Anaya would have been deaded the moment, this was episodes ago, when they had that conversation. I think they were sitting in soul ties, I don't know. And he was talking to her and he said, okay, you tell me that I'm up here sometimes and sometimes I'm too low. You want me to be in the middle. How could you watch that happen and you not think, damn, that's crazy? She telling him how to act all the time? How could you not walk away from seeing that and think that she's trying to change everything about this man? I think that the reason that this is so frustrating for people like us is because, and anyone who's, been following me knows that obviously I watch a lot of reality TV. I don't like to use scientific, mental illness terms often, because I think in today's society, we're too comfortable with using them loosely. Anaya is a gaslighter. What she is doing to this man is textbook gaslighting. There is no other way to describe it. And the reason that is so frustrating, like I said, for us.
Can I interject? I'm going to let you finish, but I want to interject. I don't know if it's gaslighting for her. I think it may be because she said that she had a princess, life growing up. Her mom came out and said that she has a very good, cushiony life. I think she just may have been seriously spoiled, nigga. Like, seriously, like, she may not realize that other people have opinions and points of view, unless it's the girl that she's emulating.
I mean, that's valid, but it's not an excuse. I've said she.
No, it's not an excuse, but I'm just saying. Like, I don't know if the gaslighting is intentional. I think she may actually believe her bullshit.
Well, that's the thing. I said that too. I said I don't think she's doing it on purpose, but the actions that she's doing would be considered gaslighting. Last night's conversation is a great example. He's sitting there and he's saying, "Well, I had a whole speech prepared, but I didn't get to say anything." And she said, "Well, you weren't saying anything." He said, I couldn't get anything out." And she says, "That's not true. I was standing." And then she got condescending. KC, I was standing right there. That's not
Yeah,
what happened.
that tone.
Yeah, that's a
Oh my
textbook
God.
gaslighter. Textbook gaslighter. That so even if she's not actively trying to like intentionally doing it, what she's doing is gaslighting him. And the reason that feels so frustrating for me is because I also feel like I'm being gaslit. I feel like that's why I feel so crazy. I'm like, do I know what I'm seeing? Maybe I'm tripping because clearly production isn't seeing it. They didn't show it in her movie night. Maybe I'm going crazy. And that's what gaslighting makes you do, is feel like what your reality is not true.
Thanks for the super chat, Erica.
Thank you, Erica. And Nia Divine.
Thank you, Nia Divine. I'm sorry. I'm excited about the super chats. So no, this is a frustrating topic. So my voice, like, thanks for the super chat, Erica. Like, don't take it. Like, I appreciate the super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, I appreciate y'all. And I keep confusing disrespect with them. Yeah, I mean, honestly,
yeah, that's
what
true.
it is.
Yeah. She feels like he's embarrassing her, and that's disrespect in her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which I mean, you know, a lot of us grew up that way. Hey, if I embarrassed my mama back in the day, she took it as disrespect. So, you know, some of us got that trauma in us.
Nah, but I mean, that's what I said too. Like it does. Like when he's talking to Anaya, it feels like sitting down to talk to your mom when you know you're in trouble. Like she finna fuss. You know she finna tell you everything that's wrong, and it's just like he was drained before he even sat down for the conversation. But yeah, thank you again for the super chat, Vivacious. Anaya is far less mature than KC just because he's not grouchy like her. They call him silly. Exactly. I mean, he chooses to laugh shit off and be goofy and silly, but they're just as immature as each other.
Which he told her was a trauma response, and she just continues to do it to him. It's like she's trying to trigger him.
At the time, remember when she first read that, she was like, "Oh, I feel bad," but the thing
not
is,
enough.
Well, I mean, and that's the thing. That's not even her fault because look, I've said this before too, and this is me again being fair because I'm not dragging Anaya. I like Anaya. I've been clear from day one. I like Anaya. I'm not dragging her, but what it is like everybody doesn't have to like everybody, right? So Anaya doesn't have to like KC. But when you're forced to be in a couple with somebody who you don't like, the shit that annoys you is really gonna annoy you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So every little thing that he did that got on her nerves really got on her nerves. Like she honestly did not like this nigga. But that was her couple. That had to be her, and that's why she was so upset the first half of the season because she's stuck with this dude that she doesn't like because she has no other options. Nobody else is checking for her.
Yeah, really, she used.
That's the real conversation.
Yeah,
that's the real conversation.
Him as a placeholder to stay in competition.
That's where her frustration comes from. That's why he's constantly trying to reassure her, tell her how beautiful she is, but she's not feeling that because that's not the experience that she's experiencing. She's experiencing a scenario where all the men that she wanted, that she desired, declined her, and she's stuck with KC. You know, so eventually she gets to the point where, like she's comfortable with KC. At least she feels safe with KC. He's been reassuring her, and that's why she felt like that was a safer option than picking Carl. And also because she just didn't like Carl that much, nigga. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
she didn't.
But they brought him back anyway.
She likes him more than KC, and this is what's so crazy about it. Like this is what's so crazy about her decision. Anaya doesn't like Carl, like not for real. Like in the real world, like Anaya, she wouldn't pick Carl.
No,
but she likes him more than KC.
Mm-hmm.
But she was more comfortable with KC, and she felt safer with KC, which is why she picked KC at the recoupling. But everything is KC's fault.
Yep.
All right. We got another thank you, Ziggity Boom. KC's fate was sealed after the blueprint speech. At that point, he was supposed to propose to Anaya, or he hates black women. Essentially. Essentially, that's the consequence.
That's crazy because all that is a narrative that is painted. Like that's why I don't understand it. Like if you watch it and analyze it for yourself, you can see. You know what I'm saying? But to follow that narrative, I mean, just like everybody who voted for Carl to come back, hey, that's a waste of time.
So
You know what I'm
much.
Great
saying?
times.
But they could paint a narrative to make the majority of America go a certain way. Like they do it with everything. They do it in commercial products. They do it with the presidency. They do it with everything. All they have to do is be able to sway the majority,
Yeah.
and it works every damn time.
And
Hey,
we see it's really easy to sway the majority.
yeah,
Very too easy for me. I'm concerned. I thought we
Well, I
was
mean,
gonna
like,
get
it's,
out of
it's
this
too
next
late.
year. We ain't getting out of it.
It's too late to be concerned. Like the president is who the president is. Like we're already there. Like the
Yeah,
idiocracy
but
is here.
I
Like
had some hope for
no,
next
I mean,
year,
yeah,
but we ain't got no hope now because
yeah, no, like
society's already cooked.
nah, they've perfected it at this point. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like people buy what they want them to buy. Like
think,
it's everywhere.
think
You're
what
not
they
gonna
want
get
them to
past.
think. Vote how they literally they manipulated y'all into voting Carl. And again, I don't know for certain that we
that it
actually
was a
voted
vote.
Carl back in because everybody I talked to voted for Corey. So I don't know
Yeah,
for certain that we actually voted Carl back in. But if we did, they literally manipulated the audience into voting Carl in the way that episode was edited, making it
yeah,
seem like he
exactly.
was longing for an Anaya, like he was going to take care of her. He was going to
Yep. White
be the one
savior.
to, yeah. And he's only saving her from herself because nobody did anything to her.
Yeah,
Literally, she didn't need saving, but that's what this shit has become. And then it's clear also that they're trying to, even the way the narrator refers to Carl when he talks about him in these savior terms and in this the language that they use when they refer to him. And I'm sorry, maybe I'm going a little bit too far, but I don't like the messages that are being sent here under the underlying messages here. While
but
we're attacking the shit out of a black man, where we're positioning the white or white adjacent men as saviors for the black women. We got
Yep.
he
Trinity
talked.
with the white. We got Trinity with the gay boy that's playing with her. We got Kata with the other half of the ambiguously gay duo playing with her, lying to her, manipulating her, all kinds of shit. We got Carl, who's supposed to be a Naya savior. Are y'all catching the theme here? Like I think this
Yeah.
shit is intentional. And meanwhile, KC is evil. The one been probably one of the most honest people this entire series. I don't know. Name somebody else in this cast who's been as honest as KC. Maybe Corbin.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Definitely not
I
sincere.
mean,
Who they
Corbin ain't
sat and
had
listened
he. I mean,
patiently.
yeah,
I'm just saying,
he
man.
ain't
Like
had
this,
as many opportunities to be honest, but I'm sure he's just as real.
I
But
don't like what I'm seeing. I really don't like what I'm seeing.
but
Thank
that's
you.
what I'm saying.
Let's get.
I think
Hold on. Let me get through these super chats real quick. Lil X Nation. Then B words towards the men were a little too wild for me because if any of the men use that, it would be exactly one bitch and that nigga is kicked off the show. One bitch. If one of them had let off one bitch at this movie theater scene when all them girls are yelling and shouting and saying all this wild shit to them, one bitch and you're off the show.
KC
Yeah.
has left the villa. That's what we would have heard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you for the soup. You just being nice. I appreciate you. You ain't got nothing to say. Appreciate you. Catalyst for good. Struggle stream show. It's insanely obvious they're pushing white men, black women, and demonizing black couples. 100%. I'm sorry. Like, call me a conspiracy theorist, whatever. Like, I'm literally watching the shit with my eyes. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't see it.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty clear because the narrative against KC is just too wild, and they're doing it too intentionally because it's too easy for them to show a balanced view of this. Movie night could have been his redemption. All they had to do was just show enough of him being completely honest and transparent with Anaya and her refusing to listen. Now, like I said, show a couple of the clips of her pulling him away from Soul and not allowing him to explore, quote unquote. So then maybe we understand a little bit more how when he goes to Casa Amor, he's exploring. And what were they so upset about his Casa Amor clips? Because he kissed two
I
girls
mean,
in Casa Amor?
I feel like they showed enough that you should understand. If
Right, bro,
I'm, you know,
Not with these people.
they were literally trying to villainize him for kissing two girls in Casa Amor.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, that was fast. Oh,
it's,
he's moving fast.
it's all about how you look at it. Like those girls was already boiling. You know what I'm saying? Anything he did, like just seeing his face on the screen, pissed them off. You know, and I mean, that's the way it is. Hey, for
Hey, we
some
got
reason,
680 people in here, man. Appreciate y'all. Please
Oh
hit the like
Lord.
button. If you're in here, please
Subscribe to
hit
the
like.
channels.
yeah.
Subscribe. If you just hate watching right now, then cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if you hate
All
watching
day.
this, then you fucked up. There's something wrong with, like, seriously. Like, I need you to understand. Like, I'm not talking shit. I'm really not. I want you to be able to like look at situations and be able to comprehend shit. Like, for real.
Yeah. The comprehension is lacking.
All right, so
I actually have a question.
Go ahead.
I'm triggered. I'm triggered by hearing that because of Trinity. Goddamn. Okay. You are a Love Island veteran, so you probably saw the season with Cordell. I don't know what season that was. Could you tell me what the dynamic was and how Cordell was treated? Because I was watching a live stream earlier, and they were talking about how you should basically go on and be treated like Cordell as a black man, and if you don't allow yourself to be treated like that, then you get the bad edit. Was he treated like bad?
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Corey, that was You want to answer first, Sean?
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, he was treated pretty much the same. Just it wasn't to this extent
Except
because
the difference is Cordell just ate it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like whatever Serena said to him, he just stood there and just ate it. And that's the thing. Like, they want you to just stand there and eat it. Just take all the disrespect, take all of the all of it. I guess because that's your penance for being a man. Like, that's a punishment for being male on this show. I guess you get to be disrespected and just deal with it. I don't know. I don't get how that's a thing, but apparently it is. But yeah, that was the same, pretty much the same dynamic, except Cordell just never defended himself.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So that's what they want.
And
They
now
want for
he
him
out
to
in
just
these
sit down and
streets
shut up.
happy as hell. You know what I mean? He chose himself, and now he happy.
Yeah, I mean, look, and some dudes, they like that dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Like, some dudes like getting yelled at a little bit.
I'm
I have
also
to get yelled at.
you crazy as hell. That's
It's
why.
the
Yeah, but see, I don't know
it's-
if you like getting yelled at or if it's just a byproduct of
I mean,
being
no, it's
yourself.
just the only way I'm gonna actually listen. It's because that's how my mama raised me. Hey, I didn't know my mom was serious until she started yelling and cursing.
Hey,
So
hey,
now
that's
how
your
everybody-
trauma. That's your trauma. Oh man.
That's the only thing that gets through this thick skull, as my mama said.
I'm finding it funny that Anaya literally at the recoupling sat there and gave a pick me speech, and none of her fans are like, wasn't that a pick me speech? It was literally a pick me speech. Nobody is saying anything about that. I thought that was very interesting as well. Double standards all season.
No, don't yell at me. That's not necessary.
Cussing you out at home.
It's all love in here, man. I'm trying to help y'all, really, because I don't want y'all out here looking crazy. I don't want people out here thinking that y'all can't think critically and independently. I don't want people out here thinking that y'all ain't got it all upstairs, man. Like, I know y'all are intelligent.
Yeah.
I know it. It's
I
just
think
like,
you missed the super chat too. Don't forget.
oh, I probably did. My
You
bad.
need to stay in the super chat.
Yeah, if you go to Start, you'll see all the super
Nigga,
chats.
I know where it's
before-
at. Fucking where, nigga.
You can't even help a nigga out. You know what I'm saying?
Common Girl 3504. Thank you for the super chat. Sincere is trash, but I do like how he called the girl. Thank you. How he called the girl, and he's the only one that could, apparently.
Yeah.
All right, it had to be him or one of the white boys. It couldn't be KC. But
That's that light skinned shit.
Yeah.
Dark skinned niggas is players, light skinned niggas is pretty boys. They let pretty boys talk.
Hypocrisy.
But it was
Yeah.
one, you missed it one right before that, I don't think. Did you show that one?
I'm going back to it right now.
My bad, I just stopped talking.
No, you good, bro.
He said, okay, I just shut the hell up then. Don't worry about it.
I appreciate the panel. I'm saying that's it. Because I mean, if you think about it, we haven't been caping for nobody. Honestly,
Yeah.
like there isn't anybody on this season that I'm like, I really love this character. I can't wait to follow them beyond the show. I don't think since the beginning, when we first saw the cast members, you follow a couple of them just off of just aesthetics or whatever. But since the show started, I haven't followed anybody from the show on any platform anywhere. Like, there's nobody on this season that's really grabbing me and making me a fan and making me want to root for them and see them beyond, and see them be successful beyond. Maybe Corbin. You know what I'm
I
saying?
never
Like,
want to see these people again.
yeah, like just because I find Corbin to be funny, so
Yeah.
I'll probably end up rocking with Corbin. And then the way y'all keep dogpiling KC, because like the thing is, out of all the dudes, that I've watched on Love Island, obviously, the men tend to see ourselves more in the men. We'll find characters that we can kind of relate to, and that'll be our guy for the season or whatever. That hasn't really happened for me this season. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody in this cast that I necessarily relate to. There's nobody who I feel like acts like me or kind of has a similar demeanor to me. So there's nobody that I'm like, this is my guy. It's just, I think Corbin's funny, and I think KC is getting a really shit end of the stick right now because he hasn't done anything wrong. So yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at with it. But we're not caping for anybody. Like there's nobody here that I just will refuse to be critical of. I didn't like the get off my dick comment.
I didn't like
But
that
I
either. I
but
cursed
I
that about
understood what it meant because he didn't. I understood that it wasn't sexual. Get off my
Yeah.
dick is like get off my back. Like stop sweating me. And I said in my video, I said that's what a frustrated teenager would say about his mom. But honestly, it's what a frustrated teenager would say about any parent. You know what I'm saying? Like your parents are riding you, they asking you about a bunch of shit that you don't want to talk about no more. Like, damn, get off my dick. Like that's how he said that. That's how he meant that. Obviously, she's not literally on his dick.
Yeah.
That's been the whole problem. Like she's not
The
about
problem
that.
is, and Casey obviously doesn't know this because he's in the villa right now, is that any little thing he says is going to be taken the way that they already view him. And so I hope that for these next few days, he just doesn't even interact with these people. He literally just needs to stick with TT, let that be his last week and a half experience, and then just forget this show ever happened. And I saw someone say he's 23 too, he'll be all right. Maybe. Love Island has a history. Multiple people have committed suicide because of the bullying that they experienced on this show. So that's why I really do think it's that serious. Especially when it comes to a black man, because black men already aren't listened to when they say they have issues. And this man is going to walk out of this villa and be met with hate. Y'all literally hate this man. It's not just I don't really like his character. No, y'all are really calling him evil. And don't think that I didn't see that AI photo that y'all made of TT putting her in masculine with muscles in a dress, as if that's not a racist thing people do all the time to black women. That shit was sick. Y'all are sick. Some of y'all are really sick. So it is that serious. And he might be all right, but maybe he's not. He's already going through it in the villa. I have seen the light and the life leave this man's eyes. I only see him happy when he's around TT and alone. Whenever he gets around the group, he knows that it's about to be a hate on KC moment. So maybe he'll be all right. You don't know that. And so I hope that his support system is tight. And I hope he stays focused and literally just forgets the limelight after this, because this shit has been terrible. Just terrible.
Facts.
All right. So I mean, really, that's pretty much. We'll go to sincere now. So
You know,
we
you
kind of
still
talked about it. What's up?
You still didn't finish those super chats.
I didn't.
Oh, he keeping you. He keeping you
You still
in
skipped
line.
one. There's one you skipped, and there's one at the end.
Oh yeah, no, I got the critical thinking. I got
Drea,
the sincere.
Drea Mercedes. I don't
Oh
think you
yeah,
put
I
her.
didn't see it. My bad, Drea Mercedes. Imagine if he walked in with Parmesan.
Oh,
Thank you. If KC had walked in with Parmesan, nigga, the world would have burned.
Yeah.
The world would have burned. But if
he doesn't like black women.
But if Anaya picks Carl, hey, everybody, let's celebrate. She got a Prince Charming. Like, it literally makes no sense.
Yeah.
The double standard is actually insane. If you were Anaya's dad, would you be mad at KC for what? For saying that he didn't have anything in common with my daughter?
I'd have been mad at Anaya for. Well, no, I wouldn't have been mad at Anaya, but I would have thought she could have handled it better.
Y'all know. I have my bad, Sean. I just cut you off, and I apologize.
No, you good. You good.
But I mean, I want to address this because they asked me straight up. Y'all know I have a 17-year-old daughter. So this isn't like a hypothetical. This hypothetical isn't too out of the realm of possibility for me. You know what I'm saying? Like my daughter is not too far in age from the young ladies on this show. So if I think about it, if she was on this show with Casey, same experience, same exact experience. He goes to Casa Amor, he kisses 2 girls. He's telling his friends that he don't have nothing in common with my daughter, but he has all these things in common with this other girl. He's telling his friends that my daughter had him on like a kiss ration, and it was based on how he acted. Then she might kiss him, but if he doesn't act right, then she's not gonna kiss him. But this other girl is just kissing him freely, and she sees his powers, quote unquote. Silly comment, but I understand what he's trying to say. All of that shit happens. Comes back from Castle Moore with the new girl. My daughter's up there crying because she stupidly picked him when there was somebody else there who was better for her. I'm more mad at her, by the way. That same exact scenario. I do not have a fucking problem with KC because I have common fucking sense. I'm sorry. I have to say it just plainly. Why would I have a problem with KC? He hasn't disrespected her. All he said is they don't have shit in common. It's okay. I wouldn't even care about him saying that he's more attracted to somebody else. Does he have to be attracted to my daughter? Who am I what the fuck? That doesn't make sense. Why would I have a problem with that? He's not calling her a bitch. He's not saying she's a terrible person. He's not disrespecting her by like saying one thing to her and then doing a bunch of other shit with somebody else. He's not lying to her like sincere. I wouldn't have a problem with Casey having the exact same experience on Love Island. First of all, I wouldn't want my daughter anywhere near this fucking show. Like, number one.
Please keep her far away.
Like, nowhere near this fucking show. But if that was the case, no, I would not be mad at KC. And I would be wondering what the fuck is wrong with y'all.
I also want to point out that when Melanie was comforting Anaya after she fell to her damn knees after the recoupling, in her speech to Anaya, she said, he doesn't even fit into your life. You know that. You know he doesn't fit into your life. Is that not the same thing as saying y'all don't have anything in common? Because it sounds like the same thing to me. It sounds like they've had conversations about how they don't really fit together and they don't mesh and it's not going to work out outside of here. But when Casey just says it flat out, all of a sudden it's okay. I'm just not understanding the hypocrisy. This season is so frustrating because I feel like we all looking at the same thing, but some people are just not seeing it. Maybe I need to get my eyes checked. I mean, I know I wear glasses, but damn.
When have we in this live? I want y'all to this for a second. Anybody that's in here hate watching right now. When have we in this live said that Anaya is a terrible person? When have we said that Anaya is a terrible person, Trinity's a terrible person, Kate is? We haven't talked about anybody's character except maybe Sincere.
Yeah,
It's not necessary. People can just not like each other. It's cool. Anaya made a bad decision. She knew she didn't like him, but that was her safe choice. So she tried to be safe and it didn't work out. It's okay. She's still on the show. She didn't get kicked off. The show, for whatever reason, the show has adopted her and is now literally trying to ship her and Carl to the final.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. They're trying to give them a one-way ticket to the final. So Anaya's fine. We don't need to feel sorry for Anaya. She was just a little embarrassed. She'll be all right. It was a lesson. But we can sit here and we can think critically about this and we can talk about how Anaya has been wrong in certain scenarios, certain situations, without saying that she's a terrible person who deserves to go to hell and all the other horrible shit that people are saying online about Casey. Right. Even like, okay, so like, do y'all watch Big Brother? Either one of y'all watch Big Brother?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So I didn't watch Big Brother really until Taylor Hale season.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't either.
Cool. Actually, I watched it because I think the Cookout was a season before Taylor. They were either before or after. I think the first full season of Big Brother that I watched was the Cookout season, and then I watched Taylor's season. So I've been following Taylor ever since she was on Big Brother. She won.
Is he frozen?
Maybe so.
I thought I was frozen. He's gonna be back. He's gonna be back just like he was back.
Yeah.
Well, he was about to talk about Big Brother. You have anything to say about anything regards to the KC situation that we haven't already touched on?
I mean, nah. It's like I said, I don't understand the hate for him. You know, if I go like to that comment about would I be mad if it was my daughter? You know, I have a 23-year-old daughter. I have a 20-year-old daughter.
Love Island age then.
Yeah, you know, and they watch Love Island, so I mean, I should ask what they think about
I
it.
was
But
about
I
to ask
mean,
you what they think about this
yeah,
situation.
I
Yeah,
should
you need
ask. I
to you need to let them know.
haven't talked to them about this season yet, but
Please do.
I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I mean, for one, yes, if a dude called my daughter a grandma on Love Island, like I'd probably be proud that she didn't, fall into the temptation of the island. But you know, but I mean, I wouldn't feel any disrespect. Like there's some stuff I've seen on Love Island that I would be pissed at the dude for doing. The stuff KC did,
Y'all
I
hear
don't
me?
know. I felt like he tried. Yeah,
Oh,
I
you're
felt like
back.
he
Welcome
tried
back.
in the beginning.
Could
and
y'all
he
hear me
just
the whole
didn't.
time?
Oh no, you was
No.
frozen and then you
Okay.
clicked off.
Was I saying
And she
something?
did also call him a grandpa. You were talking about Big Brother.
Oh yeah. So Taylor Hale, she won Big Brother a couple
We're
years
not
ago.
on the screen, right?
We off to the side. We see Melanie's tears because Sincere is the real villain of the season.
There we go. All right, yeah. So Taylor Hale won Big Brother a couple years ago. But I saw on Threads she recently posted that KC was scary. This is the type of shit that people are saying online about KC because he doesn't have anything in common with Anaya.
Absurd.
Scary?
I don't get it.
Well, because they're calling him a red pillar, which I already said. I don't even know y'all the mental gymnastics, because I don't know how y'all got that from anything that he's done or said at all. That one doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what's scary about him.
If y'all could hear the actual conversations that men have amongst themselves, because the shit that you're hearing between KC and Corbin is tame as fuck. If y'all could hear the actual conversations that men have amongst themselves, we're all scary in that case. We probably are. We probably are all
Some
scary.
men are real scary. Yeah, some men are real scary.
But some men are actually scary. They're like the actual threats. You know what I mean? And I think we should save that type of language for those men specifically and not just throw that shit around about a 22, 23-year-old dude who's
Exactly
just trying to date a couple of girls on Love Island.
Yeah.
And to the point that I made the other day, women are having these same conversations. I don't know. It's like the viewers of this show act like they are not real people. Women have these conversations too. My group chat gets active. We talk a whole lot of shit. So I just y'all have these conversations just not being filmed. If we put a camera inside of your house, we would see all the shit you say too. And it's like they don't. This is a reality show. It's like they don't understand that it's real. These are real conversations real people are having. Like we said, maybe they don't forget about the cameras, but they are moving. They're here for 6 weeks, most of them, especially the ones that are here now, because they have not booted any of these.
They ain't dumping nobody, man.
Nobody got dumped. So they're 6 weeks in, of course. Yeah, they're moving like they're just having conversations with their friends. Stop acting like y'all are sitting on a high horse, acting like y'all ain't never talked shit about the person that you're dating, maybe even the person that you're married to. Y'all do that. So why y'all acting like these people exist outside of the world? They exist within the world. They're just regular people having conversations. So yeah, you're gonna hear some shit, locker room talk as they call it with guys, and you're gonna hear the girls say some shit too. They calling this man a bitch behind his back
all the time. Casey has been so many bitches. He's been so many bitches.
Yeah.
Every day he's a bitch.
Somebody said no, we don't. No, we don't. Maybe you do.
They come out.
You're lying.
Okay. Well, either you're lying or you haven't been in a relationship yet. So just keep living. My great grandmother used to say, "Keep living." Anytime I say something that just exposed my naivete or lack of experience, she would just say, "Keep living." So to anybody that has never talked about their significant other to their friends in a way that wasn't complimentary, keep living. That's all I'm gonna say. Just keep fucking living. Because you probably got some pent up shit in that case. You need to talk to somebody. It's some shit you need to say.
Yeah, you're holding on to it.
Yeah, because I guarantee your person ain't perfect. They got some issues, and you need to express that shit.
That or you don't have no friends that's talking to you when you talking to them. Because
somebody you can trust, nigga. Shit.
Sorry to you.
Trinity fussing at Casey. Thank you, Veach. Trinity fussing at KC while her boyfriend, quote unquote, is hugged up on Zach. Exactly. Then this is why every time Trinity talks, I just roll my eyes. I can't listen to anything you fucking say because you're with Bryce.
Because you're with Bryce.
Literally. Who I don't even know. I don't. Here's the thing. I don't know if Bryce wants Zach more or Kata, but I know he doesn't want Trinity. That's the one thing I do know.
Speak on it. Because had Kata given that man the time of the day, he wouldn't be with Trinity. But they conveniently have forgotten that part.
Yeah, that doesn't matter because that doesn't serve the purpose of getting to the final. Child of the King, thank you for sharing your thoughts. Thank you for your super that. Thank you for your super chat. Yes, that kind of night. KP Legacy. I hate that they're calling TT fake. Who's calling TT fake?
TT's the realest. Y'all don't recognize real.
I didn't see a lot of people talking bad about TT.
And see, then that's the thing. Just, and it's just because she was a Casa girl. If TT was an OG girl, y'all would be up her ass. And so it's just because she came to the villa. When she came to the villa, now she gets the shit in. Y'all ain't shit, man. I'm sorry. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit, man. This is fucked up. This is so fucked up, man. Let's be fair, bro. Like, I don't mind calling people out when people do fuck shit on these shows. Like, literally, that's part of the fun. Making jokes and talking about the crazy shit people do on these shows. But let's be fair about it. This is taking the fun out of it because we're piling up on this nigga. Apparently, just because he's the only dark-skinned nigga on the show. So that's who we pile up on.
Can we address this comment from Love's Love 1991? All caps. They wanted us to see it.
All right, I'm about to get there. Common Girl, thank you for the super chat. Oh, they know they have these conversations too, but the Dunbird viewers can't because it's the girls' double standards. Exactly.
Double standards.
It's double standards. But what comment was it? I'm sorry.
Love's Love 1991. It's all caps, can't be missed. You yelling at us. We see you.
Mm-hmm.
I literally don't, but I'm trying to get there.
It's up from the one it's up from the one you have highlighted.
He said I don't see.
It's up from the one I have highlighted.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't have to scroll.
1991. Right above
it's a purple profile picture.
All right, I'm going.
It's right above Sarabi laughing.
All right. Anaya is bullied all the time. This girl's having mental breakdowns and y'all laughing are okay with KC laughing. It's just ridiculous how black women can't be emotional. Okay, Love's Love, I'm going to need you to tell me when was Anaya bullied?
Let's start with that.
We can, because we can talk about this, but I need to know when Anaya was bullied.
I mean, maybe she's talking about something that was said in the chat. Maybe people have been putting crazy stuff
but
in the chat.
She's not. That's not what she would be crying about because she hasn't seen our chat. So whatever Anaya would be crying about would have to be some bullying that's going on in the villa. And we know for a fact because we saw the film when they were laughing, it was because Parmedia had made a Parmesan, whatever, had made a statement about how all the girls in the villa were acting like they were coupled up after like a week. You know, like y'all were married after like a week.
And I also want to add to that. I saw that Chris said from It Takes Two. Always want to shout them out. He said if Anaya had calmed down and paid attention, she would have realized that point where they were laughing is because everyone was integrating with each other and mingling and getting to know each other. They were having conversations, so laughter was happening. Nobody was thinking about Anaya but Melanie. So they weren't laughing at her. The conversations weren't even about her. I'm still waiting for you to let us know though. So
now, Love's Love, I really want to know when she was bullied. Because I came out kind of like talking, not reckless, but just talking like straight up. You know what I'm saying? It's like how I tend to do because what I'm seeing online just absolutely blows my mind. But if we're gonna have the conversation, let's have the conversation. So if you think that Anaya was bullied in the villa, let's talk about where she was bullied,
if anyone else thinks. If anyone else thinks, since, you know. Yeah, left the chat. It's real quiet.
Because literally, and I hate to keep going here, but this is what MAGA does. They just say random ridiculous shit with nothing to back it up. They just claim shit. And if you can just claim some shit and enough people repeat it, then now we got something. Now we got motion. Now everybody's talking about Anaya was bullied. So you and whoever else just wants to believe this rhetoric is now going to be talking about Anaya was bullied. We have no evidence of Anaya being bullied. That's how things that aren't a thing become a thing in this type of environment where we just have sycophants that are just on one side and refuse to listen to any logic from the other side.
Someone said, why she quiet? We need receipts. And that's what I need. Y'all know I told y'all I'm a very logical thinker and I work off of facts. I especially try to work off of facts with these shows. That's why I did a video with timestamps laying out everything. If you're going to say something like this, you got to come to me with the receipts and facts. And that's what I'm waiting on.
Maybe it's taking her a minute to type it. Maybe she's typing out all the receipts. You know, sometimes it takes a while. You gotta make sure you gotta do your spell check. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Maybe had to move to the laptop, couldn't type it all on the phone because it takes a while.
Valid.
So
then it's crazy how people can say, you know, that she was bullied and then turn around and just start bullying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Literally, and it's the thing. You want to talk about my daughter, you know, and how I feel about my daughter in certain situations. Now, I wouldn't have a problem with KC treating my daughter the exact way that Anaya has been treated by KC, because, I mean, yeah, could he do better? Of course, he's a young man. He's learning how to deal with women in relationships, but he hasn't been overtly disrespectful or rude to that lady at all. So I wouldn't have a problem with it. But since we're talking about my daughter, I would have a problem with my daughter getting up in a man's face because he was standing up. If you feel like a man is being aggressive and standing up, the last thing I want you to do is go get in his fucking face.
Walk towards him. Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
And if he would have stood up,
having some fucking sense, man. Like,
if he would have stood up again in that moment, and you saw he sat down, he saw her getting up, he said, "Okay, I'm gonna sit down. I don't want no heat here. I'm gonna sit down." If he would have stood up again in that moment,
yeah. What if he walks towards her? What if they bump foreheads now because he decides to walk towards because he's just fucking fed up and he's had it. And now he head butted her. Now he's abusive because he head butted her.
Assault charge.
Literally, not assault.
No, literally. That's exactly what fucking happens, and that's what happens in the real world because these niggas ain't being filmed. So some angry nigga is standing up yelling, you run up on him, get all up in his face, nigga. Now we got a problem, and I'm not advocating that shit whatsoever. I think if me and Sean have had countless talks about this. Sean has talked about how he almost lost his fucking life jumping in when a man was beating a woman. We don't tolerate that shit.
No,
don't put hands on women in no way whatsoever. But part of that is protecting yourself. Don't go getting in the man's face if you feel like he's being aggressive.
Facts.
I'm still waiting on how fucking Anaya was bullied. I don't think we're gonna ever find out.
Nah, I don't think we're not gonna hear from that.
It's back to back every time I say, give me some facts. They don't have no facts.
They might have just left.
So you come here to drop off nonsense and you leave? No, stay here and you that was all caps. You wanted me to see that comment. So I need you to defend that comment. I hate that. Like, don't say something like that and then just dip or get quiet, which is what I think you're doing. I think you're still watching. But oh, another super chat.
Oh, I think I might have missed a couple of them. My bad, y'all.
Sorry, we were waiting on Love 1991.
Yeah. I was trying to learn something, nigga. I figured maybe even though I have to watch all these episodes twice doing reviews, I figured maybe I just missed a whole series of episodes where Anaya was getting bullied.
Yeah, me too.
Slay 7019, appreciate the super chat. Thank you. Trinity used to have KC back when Anaya vented before Bryce came telling her that. Yeah, are we gonna get that? Are we gonna get that lie exposed? Are they gonna show that whole scenario in the kitchen where Bryce inserted himself into a conversation that didn't involve him and then took KC's response first to Zach and then to Trinity, and then Trinity just ran with it ever since? Can we clear that up? Doesn't matter because if they show it, it's not gonna matter. It's not like they show it and then Trinity is gonna be like, you know what, Casey, I apologize. That's not what you said. That's not gonna fucking happen. So I honestly don't even know if I care if they show it, because they've already, with what they've shown tonight and how they presented that information, they've already shown me the bias. They've already shown me. Yeah, they've already shown me what they're trying to accomplish with this shit.
I
So
hate that they
it
had
is what
such
it
an
is.
opportunity to set this shit straight, and they just it's reckless on their part. That's the part that I don't understand. Like as a human being, I understand the production of it all, but as a human being, how do you sit there and just let this happen to this man when y'all see what's happening to him? It's like y'all have no humanity.
And we know they're capable of at least attempting to shape the narrative because of what they did with Huda last year. Huda was getting an immense amount of hate online at first before all of the Huda backers started jumping in and turning the tide another way where everybody else was getting hate, and even though Huda was still hated and still very much is hated, we still have Hudas out there like Sean and supporting his mama. Anyway,
Listening to her music.
Anyway,
random stray. But
no, for real.
but we saw. But hold on, I'm almost done. But we saw them literally protect her and keep her in the villa so she wouldn't get out and be exposed to everything that was going on online. And yet they are steadily fueling the fire against KC, doing the exact opposite, fueling the fire against him. It's just it makes no sense whatsoever. But dark skinned black man, he can take it, right? That's what we're doing nowadays.
See, I feel like they doing the same thing with Sincere, but for some reason it's not catching on. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like they throwing him just as much shade to become a villain too, and people just it's just not happening.
No, we got to be fair. Like all they're doing is showing the shit that Sincere actually did that was really fucked up. Like Sincere. Yeah, they're the show is doing him no favors because they're exposing all of that shit, but he literally did all of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah.
Like, I can't defend Sincere, but the thing is,
I think he should get hate, but I think that KC is getting way more hate. Even though I think the show, like to me, the show isn't giving KC a better rep than they are Sincere, but for some reason out in the world, KC's getting it way worse than what Sincere is. You know what I mean?
It's the scene from Don't Be a Menace, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why I use that analogy. The brothers, everybody goes into the corner store. Who's getting followed? Meanwhile, bro is just literally robbing them blind. So because of colorism, and let's have that conversation. Because at the beginning of the season, everybody was accusing KC of being a colorist because although he's with Anaya and was telling Anaya that she's beautiful, she's a blueprint, all this other stuff, he has an ex who looks like Soul. And because we can't critically think, and because everything and the two things can never be true, because KC has an ex that looks like Soul, he only likes light-skinned women and he's lying to Anaya. That's the equation. So when all of that shit, what was I even talking about? So when all that shit happened, everybody was accusing KC of being the colorist. But what we're actually seeing is that the Love Island viewers, the fans, we're the actual colorists. Because the way that certain people are getting away with crime and the way that KC is being just pinned to the wall for every little minor offense, what else is it other than colorism, racism, stereotype? Just the dark-skinned black man, he can take all of the heat, all of the shit, all of the hate. It's okay to call him a bitch. It's okay to do all this other shit. Like, it's not. What else could it be? Because if you just look at the behavior, you can't justify it. You can't justify Sincere. If you compare Sincere's behavior to KC's behavior and look at the hate that each of them is receiving, you can't justify it. So what is it?
Well, that's the thing. They're going to find a way to justify it. That's what I don't understand. Why are you trying to find a way to justify it when it's so clear and obvious and in our faces?
Thank you for the super chat, Grandy. Yeah, Grandy. Y'all be killing with these names. Grand Pooba here. I felt bullied when Anaya took off her eyelashes.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't talk about how she looks. We don't talk about looks.
No, he was talking about like he felt like she didn't take him off at the fire at the movie shit. She didn't when she got up to go confront Casey.
Oh no.
He's talking about in the makeup room.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. He said he was just joking though.
Okay.
Them was just jokes.
Let's put this one up next when we're done with the super chats.
All right.
Hey, but wasn't she looking bad in that pants outfit though?
Oh,
she was wearing the hell out of that outfit.
When she wouldn't have that talk with KC?
Yeah. Or
boy.
any that whole black and whatever
It was
stripe.
like
Yeah, nah,
orange,
nigga.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
nah,
was wearing the hell out of
nigga, she
that
looked like
out of
an
her
X-Man
damn
in that
outfit.
motherfucker, bro.
Golly.
She looked like an X-Man, nigga.
For
Nah,
real.
for real. Nah, yeah,
She
that
went
was
the hell
nice.
out that shit.
Nah, no lie, no lie. The KC and Anaya drama is straight out of a Tyler Perry script. I mean, apparently, isn't that what he always does? Doesn't he always villainize the dark skinned brother?
Yeah. And
And make
make the gay
the black
dudes
women go through struggle love and all that.
Yeah.
make the gay
Um
dudes all prolific.
T Mac
That's what this show
8938
is doing.
says definitely. T Mac 8938 says, so why is your opinion critical thinking, but if someone doesn't agree, it isn't? I agree with you about KC and Sincere. We can discuss that because there's definitely a lack of critical thinking on the side of.
I mean, that's I'm not saying that it's not critical thinking for the people that come up with the opposite of what we say. I'm just saying I don't understand it. I don't understand how they came to that conclusion.
Yeah,
No, I
because
say
I
that.
mean, I
I
think
say
that's
that
why
it's a
we're
lack of
asking
critical
for
thinking.
proof.
that was my answer. That was gonna be my answer. Like the reason I can say that what we're doing or what we're talking about is critical thinking is because we can explain how there's two sides to it, how we can see each side and the points where each side is valid. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm waiting to hear people from the other side tell me where the validity is on KC side because it can't be KC's 100% wrong.
Yeah.
If your whole position is that KC is 100% wrong, then you're already your argument is already flawed because that's never the case. There's always two sides. So anytime there's an offense, like not to say that anytime there's an offense that both parties are at fault. There are cases where one party is at fault, but we've clearly seen and we've clearly outlined where both parties have had moments where they could do better. But we never see the other side acknowledge where Anaya went wrong, or all the times that she could have shown at least a molecule of confidence, just a little bit, the small amount of confidence in her connection with KC to where he could feel like, okay, maybe this can work. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe she is starting to believe me, starting to believe in our connection. Maybe we can build something. Maybe she is, developing a little bit of trust for me. She's starting to, treat me a little bit better, maybe appreciate my person. She just didn't like the nigga, man. That's the thing. She didn't like the nigga. And we can show you how she didn't like the nigga. Like we all watched her not like the nigga. So I'm open to the other side's critical thinking. I just need you to start explaining where it's critical and where the thinking is, because I'm thinking and I don't see nothing critical about it.
Yeah, that's the same for me. I always say I'm open to opinions on my channel and obviously here as well. If you have something, lay it out. Someone left me a long comment earlier today about all this stuff that's happening. I went through every section of that comment and responded with this and this and this and this. If y'all have the facts that you believe are your facts, please present them. We could talk about it. But the problem is that every time I ask anyone about what Anaya has done, y'all either are not giving logical and critical thinking responses, or you don't say anything. And that leads me to believe that no critical thinking, like C just said, has been done.
And Sarabi, I agree. I think that at some point she did start to like him, but still not to the point where they could have an actual relationship beyond the show. Like if you don't like a person's personality, it's not going to work. It may work temporarily while they're in the villa to get through the rest of the experience on the show. But as soon as they get out, I mean, it's going to be a problem because at the core of it, she didn't like his personality. Like we saw it. Not only the guys in the villa, like we were watching the show, we saw, okay, this is a different KC in Casa Amor. Like his energy was totally different. Like his actual personality came out.
That's the difference from somebody starting to like you to somebody who already liked you.
Exactly. So he found somebody that actually liked him the way he was, not somebody that was learning to tolerate him.
Exactly.
So just because Anaya was learning to tolerate KC doesn't mean that he owes her any loyalty. Because just like she deserves to be happy, he deserves to be with somebody who he can be happy with. And you can't be happy with somebody who's just tolerating you.
And to that point, I refer us back to that scene again where he was saying, I'm up here or down here, you want me in the middle? And she said yes. She wanted him to be what she wanted him to be, which means he wasn't himself. And so when I see people say, even the guys say, oh, or the other girls, oh, he was a completely different person in Casa. So was she. Have y'all not seen how different she's moving around Carl? He was different because he was allowed to be himself. Why is that a problem?
Are you the same person at work as you are at home? Like, let's be for real. Different environments will bring different things out of you. If in one environment you're free to be yourself and you're free to be goofy and silly and laugh around and joke and play, and that's who you truly are on the inside, then you're gonna do that. If you go to work and you have to sit there and be composed and act professional, then you're gonna do that while you're in that environment. When he's with Anaya, he's at work. He's with his mom. He's with a strict teacher that's telling him to watch his posture, sit up straight. When he's with TT, he can just be himself, let loose, and have fun. Why are we not acting like he's a human being with emotions? This shit is it's really simple. That's what I'm saying. This was what's so frustrating about it. Like, it's this. None of the questions that come up are complicated. None of the issues that we end up discussing are that fucking difficult to figure out. You just have to look at it as if he's an actual human being. And that's where the disconnect is. You're looking at KC like he's an NPC. He's only here to serve the purposes of whatever girl y'all think is the favorite, or whatever girl y'all think he should be with. He's not here for his own experience. The minute you start looking at him like a human being with feelings and emotions like you have, then the shit all of a sudden makes sense. That's the only difference. We're not doing anything special. We're just looking at KC like he's an actual fucking human being. That's it.
And I think I'm glad you just said that. Let me say it before I lose it. Oh damn it, I just lost it. I can feel it slipping away. I can feel it slipping away. I was like, it's about to go. Oh, I think that some people are trying to say that the disrespect was in the way that he handled it. Okay, I'll walk with you on that. The way that he handled it. When he was giving her speech and he said, I didn't make this decision for Anaya, I made it for me. I think some of the Anaya stands took that as disrespectful. But why should he be making a decision based off of her? It's exactly what C just said. Like, y'all really expect him to move based on her feelings. How is that fair to him? Should he have made a decision based off of how Anaya was going to respond and Anaya's feelings? Or was he supposed to make the decision based off of him and his life? Because once this is over, he has to go back to reality. I think that was the part that people were saying it was the way he handled it. I don't get that.
Yeah,
You done just disappeared.
Purely because I don't say sometimes, sometimes women get mad when a guy's just too happy with somebody else. It's that whole disrespect, embarrass thing. It sucks, but it happens. Whether she liked him before or not. Women, when they lose a man, they kind of get that way.
I agree with Mo Brooks. It feels like it's on purpose.
At this point. It's 100% on purpose. 100%. I just don't know. Yeah, it's 100% on purpose. So anyway, like we were saying, we get the whole sincere saga. Well, not even the whole saga. We just got the soul part of it. Like, we still got a whole other connection to go through with him. So that should be fun for Melanie. But I mean, look, I can't really say. Yeah, it's the show definitely got him. Like, they target the fuck out of his ass. But I mean, he did it to himself. Like, all of that footage was real. Like, it wasn't none of that shit CGI, wasn't none of it AI. Like, he did and said all of that shit. So, like,
and more.
They put it on blast, but I mean, he actually did it. So I mean, that was tough. Like I said, I didn't even realize the hypocrisy of the ladies at first, and the fact that they were letting sincere talk until I watched it back again because I was trying to decide, what I'm going to update the thumbnail to later on when we're getting ready to come into this live. And I was like, wow, they are really not saying shit. He is just sitting there getting all of his thoughts off. This is crazy. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I had to watch that shit twice to even notice that, because the first time I watched it, that's how, like I said, we watched it in real time. Like, we saw the shit happen as the episodes were going on, but to see it back to back to back, to see him go from Soul to Melanie, say one thing to Soul, to bruh, go kiss, bruh, it was actually quite alarming. Like, that shit was that shit was a little scary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about some shit being scary like that shit is scary.
You
You know what
know,
I mean?
that's something I pointed out when I was watching it. Like, I've been in a lot of intense situations with different women, and the ones that yell and curse, like, while that's, very intimidating, like, when they get quiet and you just have time to talk, it's actually way more terrifying. Like, when you sitting there, you just have all the time in the world to talk, and the girl just sitting there crying. Hey, that's when you could get stabbed or shot.
Well, if he wasn't
Look
on
at
Love
this. Look at
Island, he
this.
just might.
And I remember this. I'm trying to put this comment up. I lost it.
Oh, he about to be scrolling for 5 minutes, y'all. trying to find.
Right, like it's the thing. Like I just had it too. Right? Because every time I try to add it, something else moves. All right, here we go. Yeah, Blue Yellow. I appreciate you. She was sitting there nodding along. And this was the first nigga to actually
Tell her no.
Turn
yeah.
her down, yeah.
And he don't turn nobody down.
Damn.
No, for real.
Just saying.
I think that's why she's so invested in him and Melanie, because it makes her feel better. Like, okay,
Proximity.
if you turn me down for Melanie, but Melanie's your person, then okay, cool. That was your person. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like if your team loses in the championship game, you want the team to beat them to win.
You know
what I'm saying?
what?
At least we lost to the champs.
It's funny you say that. That reminds me of something. I was having a conversation the other day, but about the whole light skin, dark skin thing. Like, when light skinned dudes was in, a dark skinned niggas did everything they could to bash the hell out of them. Whether it was the Barges or Al B. Shore or Lionel Richie, like, everything those light skinned niggas did, dark skinned niggas was like, that is not cool. But on the other side, with light skinned females like Beyonce or Maya or Monica, like when Brandy and Monica dropped The Boy Is Mine, girls all over was like, no, The Boy Is Monica's. Like,
what?
Everybody always pushed the light skinned female, whether it was dark skinned females or light skinned females. They didn't put them down.
That, I was definitely team Brandy. I feel like a lot of people were team Brandy on that shit, nigga.
They dropped whole magazine articles about how people was talking about that. Brandy even felt bad about it because of how many people. Yeah, dog.
Oh,
you don't remember it?
Nah, nigga.
Hey, yeah, people all over was talking about how Brandy could never get Monica's man and all that. Like, it was.
I don't remember that at all.
Nah, it was all over the place, bro.
I'm gonna have to
all over the place, and that's what happened. Like, I don't know. Everybody gave the light skinned women props, and while dark skinned niggas was putting light skinned niggas down. So I think that's how dark skinned niggas kind of rose a little bit more. You know what I mean?
The hell, where are you going with this, nigga?
I'm just saying that's what you reminded me of when you said what you said. Hey, I think maybe we should have upped a lot of the dark skinned women back in the day, like how we did with the dark skinned brothers. That's what I'm saying.
Full circle, it came back.
Yeah.
And Sarabi, I feel you. Like Nate said, she didn't love to get off my dick. I didn't love it either, just because I knew how it would be perceived, but I did understand the context in which he meant that. But I do think there were a couple of moments where Casey kind of let us down, where he could have been better. He could have, answered certain situations a little bit better, presented himself a little bit better in certain scenarios. But all in all, just we're talking about being 23 years old on a international television show, which one of the most popular shows in the world right now. He's done pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Like, he hasn't been perfect, but we've seen so much worse. And at the very least, the one thing that Casey has consistently done on this season of Love Island is he's been a space for Black women, particularly brown and dark-skinned Black women, to feel seen, appreciated, and desired. And without him, what would have Anaya's experience have been? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like they're not ultimately each other's people. But let's be real, like, who was checking for her?
Yeah.
And I don't understand it because she would have been my first pick. But we've complained for years upon years about the show bringing on black men who actually like and appreciate black women. They finally do it, and because he ends up with another black woman, not the one who was part of the OG crew, we can't forgive him for the simplest offense.
No, not even that. Before Casa, they bring on a black man who actually likes black women, and he's called performative for it. What do y'all want?
Who was called performative?
Casey.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about one of the Casa dudes.
No.
No, they all white.
No, I'm talking about the ones they didn't pick. All the niggas that they didn't pick.
Oh yeah, we don't know nothing about them.
Red shorts. I don't want anyone to accuse us of not paying attention to the comments from the other side. That's why I'm kind of pulling them out. Shay
Okay.
748 or 789 is way up there, so you might not be able to see it, but I have it highlighted on my screen. No one cares that he picked TT. Casey is mad disrespectful, calling Mel a dumbass and laughing with TT after she called him all type of bitches the night before. Let's not talk about, y'all don't want to talk about that though. And isn't everybody calling her a dumbass?
Okay, Shay, I'm seriously, just please listen to me for a second, because I'm coming to you from a place of, I'm actually coming to you from a place of love. Have you ever had a significant other? If you've ever had a significant other, have you ever been in a friend environment, a group environment, or even just in a public space with that significant other and laughed at somebody else? Be honest. We have all laughed with our significant other at somebody else. Maybe somebody we know, maybe another friend, maybe somebody we don't, maybe a stranger, just people watching. Hell, even just watching fucking television, we laugh at people with our significant laugh. So he's a horrible person, and you don't care that he picked somebody else, but you can't. No, we can't give Casey a pass because he called Melanie, who was clearly being a dumbass, and laughed at her. We're all laughing at Melanie, nigga. Like every single one of us. When Melanie does this stupid shit and has that dumbass look on her face while Sincere does the same shit he's been doing all season, we're all like, stupid ass. But Casey does it, and now that's what we can't. This is what I'm saying. The goalpost keeps moving.
Thank you. That's exactly what it is.
If it's not that he's being performative because he doesn't actually believe that dark-skinned women are the blueprint, if it's not that he's a colorist because since he dated somebody that looks like Soul, all of his exes must look like Soul, and his preference must be Soul. If he's not disrespectful because he said that we don't have anything in common, now he's a horrible person because he called Melanie a dumbass for doing some dumbass shit and laughed at her.
Hold on, let's pause right there. Shay's responded. Y'all are not objective at all. Casey lacks empathy, immature, and very disrespectful to women. I don't know why any women would support him. How? Examples right now, because he just explained it to you. That's what we're talking about, lacking in critical thinking.
We saw him wipe every tear from her eye. We literally watched him wipe every tear from Anaya's eye with his forearm, with his fingers, with his hand, just wiping every tear. Picked her up, put her on his lap, and held her. When Soul was off crying after she got pied 1,000,000 times, he was the only dude that went over there trying to talk to her and console her because she was crying. We've seen KC show empathy for women time and time again, specifically black women. The one time we didn't see KC show empathy for black women is when they had just finished cussing him out and calling him a bitch. What the fuck are y'all doing, man? Like, come on, man. Like, for real.
I feel insane. I'm telling you.
For real, we have to have like actual intellectual conversation. If you're going to talk to us, have an intellectual conversation with us. Be fair. Just be fair. Say shit that makes sense. Or don't say shit at all, because I'm really, this shit is getting frustrating.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah. So when whoever's watching this back or the people who are hate watching this now, don't say that we avoided any of the KC hate comments. I have specifically been pulling them out, and every single time I've asked for an example, you guys are giving me zero because you have none. You guys are you're making me feel crazy. I've already said it. I feel like I'm being gaslit because I know what I'm seeing. You're not making sense. You got to make it make sense for me. I will accept what you say. Give me the receipts. That's all I'm asking for. Lay it out for me, and I will say, okay, I get it. But y'all not doing that. So
I love everybody.
I just want to start by saying,
Hey, it was getting good. I'm sitting here waiting on them to respond and shit. I forgot I was supposed to be on here talking.
Yeah, it's too late for it to be getting good because I'm about to end this shit. We are at 1 hour and 54 minutes. We're not gonna have a repeat.
Impromptu.
Yeah, this was impromptu. We're not. We can't have a repeat of Friday night because niggas got to go to work in the morning.
I think you got some super chats you didn't do too before you go.
Your ass tonight.
I'm just.
No, I got them all. Let's see. Hold on.
Ain't it the last 3? I don't think you did you?
Okay, yeah. Your mom is crack. Your mom is crack.
Never mind.
We can't take calls tonight, man. We will take calls on Friday night, because it don't matter on Friday night. We can stay up, whatever. But it's Tuesday.
Yeah,
I've got to be respectful of my co-host and myself. Niggas got bills to pay, so we still got to go. We appreciate the super chats, but they're not paying the mortgage. You know what I'm saying? So they still got to show up in the morning. But
yeah, we could take calls on Friday.
But yeah, we'll definitely take calls on Friday though. But thank you for the super chat.
We can go over movie night as well because it's gonna finish on Thursday. So we will save your thoughts, write them down like I be doing it, and you can come on Friday with that.
Grand Pooba, bro, if Ace was on this season, it would be problems. Like, you know what, man? I'm not even gonna say nothing because I might say something that I would be mad at myself for saying. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say it right now, but I'll just say this, Grand Pooba, I ain't mad at you for saying what you said, and that's a lot coming from me. Anybody that's been following me, especially since last year, that's a lot coming from me. Mo Brooks, happy to find out this smart brother. Hey, bro, Sean from Texas too, nigga. It's a lot of smart niggas in Texas. It's a lot of smart niggas in Texas.
Before we get out of here,
best example, but I am from Texas.
Live your truth.
You have your own special brand of intelligence, my brother.
Live your truth. Before we do get out of here, Shay has responded, so I'm gonna acknowledge that you responded. The Villa girls are giving, this is the quote from Casa Amor that I think that Casey said. The Villa girls are giving the Casa guys what we should be getting. Is that not what they should have gotten? That's the Love Island experience.
Okay, if you're equating that as to say that the girls from the Villa need to spread their legs for all the guys who are in Casa Amor currently, then that's a bit of a reach. That's not what he said. What he's saying is, when he came into Love Island, you gotta remember this. We're talking about KC. When he came into Love Island the first night, as he won't let anybody forget, nobody was behind his door. He thought he was going to come to Love Island, and have an experience. He thought he was going to come to Love Island and be desired, be a top dog. He came here and nobody wanted him. And then he had to try to basically beg Anaya to like him for his first 3 weeks of the experience. So his Love Island experience up until he went to Casa Amor was probably vastly different from what he imagined. So he gets to Casa Amor. What he's saying in that moment is, this is what I thought I was going to get. I thought I was going to be somewhere where the girls liked me. He's not saying that the girls from the Villa need to like him, but he's saying he's just appreciating the fact that he's somewhere where the girls actually like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can't hear shit like that and then think that, he feels like he's entitled to all the women's bodies in the Villa.
Yeah. Has
he been acting like he feels entitled to the women in the Villa? Is he going around groping people? Like, come on, y'all. Like, context.
We've lost that ability.
Saying that he's having a better experience in Casa Amor does not equal I should be able to fuck all the girls from the Villa. That's not what that equals. And if a girl went to Love Island, had the exact same experience KC did, nobody's behind her door, she ends up with a dude that doesn't really like her, is spending her entire time trying to convince him that she does like him, even though he doesn't like her, and he's trying to change her personality, doesn't really like the way she acts, trying to mute her, be more serious, stop laughing so much, you're weird. We see a scene of them going to Say Less, and she's like, I've been doing better, haven't I? haven't I? I've been doing a lot better lately, haven't I? He's like, yeah, you have been doing better. Maybe you can get a few kisses tonight. And then she goes to Casa Amor. A bunch of the guys in Casa Amor are into her. They're really showing her energy. They're really pursuing her, treating her like a prize. And she says, they're giving me the experience that the guys from the villa that I wish I had gotten from the guys in the villa. This Casa Amor experience is what I thought I was going to get. Does that mean that she feels entitled to all the men from the villa? Or does that mean that she's just expressing the fact that she's having a better experience in Casa Amor because she's now around people that actually like her? He's a human being, y'all. This is what I'm saying. You can't be viewing Casey as an actual human being if you're taking the things that he's saying and making these equations. Because I'm not seeing an ability to put yourself in that position. And okay, how would I feel if I were to say this? What would I be meaning by that?
Lack of empathy.
And you can't empathize with somebody you don't see as a human. So we need to examine why we don't see Casey as a human being.
They said if he knew he had nothing in common with her, why not?
Moving the goalposts. Every time we say something that makes sense, y'all come back. Well, what about this? Well, what about this? Well, what about this?
What do you want him to do? So what do you want him to do? What do you want him to do?
He was trying with her.
She also stayed with him.
It's Love Island. What's he supposed to do? Hey, at the next fire pit, he's supposed to say, you know what? There's nobody else here for me to couple up with. But I can't couple up with you and I because, we both know we ain't got nothing in common. So let's just both be single. And if we get kicked off, we get kicked off. That's what you wanted him to do? Because nobody does that on this show. He was trying to make it work. Anaya is beautiful. He acknowledged that she was beautiful. He said that he hoped that she would be behind his door when they first met. Right? So he tried. A dude, we don't have to have everything in common with you to like you. We will pursue a girl we ain't got shit in common with because if you fine enough, we gonna try. He was trying. It didn't work. He met somebody who it did work with. He moved along. We're gonna end the live now. If there's any more of those comments, y'all just gonna have to. I don't know, man.
We see you Friday.
Catch us Friday.
Yeah. Good night.
Night, y'all.